Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you can tell by the title of the video, we are here to see if Allie Glines subscribers are correct about the top 5 blushes. I'll go ahead and explain in a minute here. I want to keep this intro short, but if you want to see what those top 5 blushes are, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so here I have the 5 blushes that Allie Glines subscribers say are the top 5 blushes that are out there. Okay, in case you don't know who Allie Glines is, I'll go ahead and link her channel down below in the description box, so make sure to check her channel out. And I think I'll also go ahead and link the playlist of this little series she has going on. She started a series on her channel where she asks her subscribers what are the top 10 of. She is doing a full face: lip liners, lip glosses, lipsticks, foundations, concealers, you name it, the whole list. At the end of the series, she's going to do a video where she uses the #1 product that her subscribers say is the best out there. I think this series is wonderful. She's doing such a good job, and I think she is almost done. I think the last one she did is the top 10 lip liners. I decided to only do 5 just because in case I didn't have most of the products, I didn't want to have to buy the products, especially if, like, say I don't like it, you know, then I'm left with the product that I don't like. Okay, well, that explanation was super long, so why don't we go ahead and get started. I'll have everything that I have on my face linked down below. In case you're wondering, I am wearing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette, and Sam from Glam by Sam inspired me to pick this up again. Okay, let's get started, and I did do demos of all the blushes. Let's jump right in. All right, my lovelies, let's go ahead and start with this video. Like I said, I did do demos of all of the blushes, and we are going to go from number 5 all the way down to number 1. I did not choose the specific shades that she mentioned were the most popular answers, but I will share, like I said, her video down below in the description box so you can go check out what those shades are. I might have some of them, I honestly I'm not sure, so I'll just link it down below and you can check it out. The one that came in at number 5 is the Ambient Lighting Blush, and I have the shade Luminous Flush. I applied this blush with the Morphe V115, and I actually do really enjoy this formula. I think Hourglass, when it comes to their powders, they're just so beautiful. They're very forgiving. Even though they have luminosity to them, it's not the kind that enhances your texture. So it actually looks very beautiful, very natural. Well, not very natural, but you know what I mean. Has a natural shine, which is very beautiful if you want to look natural. Yeah, this shade is actually very pretty and I enjoy it a lot. I have used it a bit, but you can't really tell, but I definitely have used it a bit. And I'm glad I decided to pick this up a couple of years ago during the Sephora VIB sale. But my sister actually picked it up for me because she worked at Sephora at that time. I went ahead and picked up a mini. It just made more sense in case I didn't like the formula, and $43 for a blush is actually quite a bit of money. And at the time I don't think I had my channel yet, did I? I don't know. Yeah, I decided to pick up a mini, and I'm super glad that I did because I actually do really enjoy this formula, and I'm not surprised at all that it's in this list. Allie Glines subscribers have really good taste. Okay, my lovelies, coming in at number 4 is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. I have the shade Seduce, and I went ahead and used the same Morphe brush, the V115. This is a matte blush, so it has no shimmer or sheen to it. This shade is actually very, very pretty, and I feel like it's perfect for fall, maybe even going into like winter. I have another one. I own another one, but I depotted that one. It's more of a peachy shade. It's in one of my magnetic palettes. I totally forgot I had that blush, so I did purchase this one for this video, but I'm super glad that I did because this shade is actually very beautiful. The formula is nice. It's super soft. It blends out super easily, and I really do enjoy this blush. So I can definitely see why it's on this list. Now, I do feel like there is better blushes out there, and I'm a little surprised that it's at number 4. I'm not going to lie, but it is a very beautiful blush nonetheless. So I can see why it made it on the list. I feel like just looking at them, especially for like your average consumer, I can see why this would attract someone that went into Sephora and saw this blush and thought, that is a beautiful blush. Let me pick it up. So I'm not surprised, but then I am. I hope that makes sense. I do enjoy this new shade I purchased, and I also do enjoy the other shade I have that I had already owned in my collection. I just don't remember the name, but it's like a peachy type of tone. Okay, my lovelies, coming in at number 3 is a blush that I actually had to purchase. I did not own this blush. Some of you might be shocked, but yeah, I just didn't. And that is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. The shade I am demoing is the shade Love, and I did decide to do it on both cheeks. It was the last shade that I filmed with and decided just to do it on both cheeks. The brush that I'm using is the Soraya 872, and as you can see, or you already saw, I dotted the blush on my cheeks and then I blended it out. I did struggle just a tiny bit, but I think it's because of the shade. It's a terracotta kind of orangey shade, which is perfect for fall, and that's the main reason why I purchased this shade. But I feel like for me personally, putting it on the back of my hand and then dipping my brush into it works a lot better than dotting it onto my cheek and then blending it out. I did feel like on one of the sides it lifted my foundation just a tiny bit. It is a nice formula and it works good. A little bit goes a long way, and I do enjoy it. I have been using it for a tiny bit. I think it's been 3 or 4 times before I filmed the demo that I've used this, and I've actually really enjoyed it. I think it's the shade that I enjoy most than the actual formula. I'm a little shocked that it's number 3. I mean, it's a beautiful blush. Formula is decent, but I feel like I have worked with easier blushes. It could be the shade because it's so dark, but I'm glad that it's in my collection. I will definitely get a lot of use out of this during the fall, especially because we're in fall already. At least I feel like the weather is telling me that fall is here. Okay, but yeah, so I'm glad it's in my collection. It's a beautiful formula. I don't agree that it should be number 3, but I'm not disappointed. Okay, coming in at number 2, and I feel like a lot of you are not going to be shocked at this answer because I feel like this brand has been a staple in a lot of people's makeup collections for a really long time, and that is the NARS blushes. Now, I don't own a single of the NARS blushes, but I do own this Summer Unrated Blush and Bronzer Duo, and Orgasm is the blush that is in here. For this demo, I used a Morphe and Ariel A22. It's a fluffy brush, and I like to use fluffy brushes when it comes to very luminous blushes. Now, this shade Orgasm actually takes a lot to build up in order for you to even see it on my skin tone, so I might have to invest in the Orgasm X, but it is a beautiful blush. I do enjoy it, and I feel like it does not enhance any of my texture, and even though it does have sheen in it, it's not too much, because I feel like sometimes blushes that do have like sheen or glimmer in it, it can be too much, but they did it just right with this shade for sure. If I was a tiny bit lighter, maybe once winter gets here and I don't get any sun, because I probably won't, I really did have to build it up in order for you to even see it. But it is a beautiful blush and it is a beautiful formula, and like I said, the part that I enjoy the most is that the sheen is not too much, so I can 100% see why this blush is a staple in a lot of people's collections and why Ali Gline subscribers picked this as number 2. It totally makes sense. Let me know down below if you own this, because I bet you probably 100% of you guys do. Okay, my lovelies, very last blush on the list, the number one, the numero uno, which I'm sure a lot of you are going to be shocked. I did not own this. I did not have it in my collection. I had to go out and buy it. It is the Milani Baked Powder Blush, and 05 Luminoso is one of the top responses that Ali Glines received from her audience. And 100%, as you can see here in the demo, I did use the Morphe and Ariel brush, the A22, which is a fluffy one. Like I said, for luminous and glowy blushes, I like to use fluffy brushes. Well, I feel like the luminosity and the glowiness of this blush is too much. It almost reminded me of a highlighter. I might have to try another shade to see if it's the same in that one, but for this one, it was too much for me, 100%. Honestly. And if I use this, it's going to have to be on top of another blush. So maybe like the Rare Beauty and then top it off with this because it's too much. I did not love it or fall in love with it like I thought I would, especially because this came in at number one and I don't agree with that answer. Crazy, right? Because I feel like I have been hearing about this blush for years now, and I purchased it for this video, but I'm not wowed like people are saying I should be. It's a beautiful blush. Formula is nice, but I feel like the luminosity in it is a little bit too much for my personal taste. I feel like if I did have pimples or blemishes or anything on my cheek, that it would have really just enhanced them and not in a good way. So I understand why it was number one because I have heard this being hyped for years now, but I don't agree that it's number one. Don't come for me. This is just my personal opinion. Yeah, so I don't agree with this choice. All right, my lovelies. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed hearing what Ali Glines subscribers' top 5 blushes are. Let me know if you own any of these and if you agree with that list. You already know my thoughts. And I went ahead and applied them all just so you could see why I came up with those thoughts. I had fun filming this video. I love Ali Glines. I've been subscribed to her pretty much since I started my YouTube channel. Actually, maybe before that. Yeah, I love her video ideas. I love that she's not just a reviewing new makeup channel, even though I do love reviews of new makeup that comes out, because a lot of them do help me out in deciding whether I'm going to purchase some items that I didn't purchase right at launch. But I also enjoy other makeup content because I'm not purchasing new makeup every single day or every single week, you know? I can go a week or two without purchasing anything. Love her channel. Check her out. Check out this series because I am really enjoying it so far. I might do a couple of more. I don't know yet. I think for sure one more and then we'll see. All right, but that's it. That concludes this video. Okay, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You are the reason why I film. You are the reason, well, one of the reasons why I film, because I love filming, honestly. But yeah, thank you so much. Your comments, your likes, everything helps out my channel, and I 100% appreciate it so much. Okay, with that being said, I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. Alright guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye!